It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by my partner Charles Davis. Charles, these Browns, no other way to say it, they took a step back last year. What do you think that they need to do to get back to the playoffs while competing in a tough AFC North?
They need to get back to the identity that their head coach established a couple seasons ago. A hard running game, consistent play from their quarterback, and then they have new management on the defensive side of the ball. They'll try and get after you in the pass rush.
And meanwhile, for the Colts, it's been a pretty hard fall the last couple of years. From 11 wins in 2020 to just 4 a season ago. How do they get back on the right path?
I think they've started back on the right path with the change in the coaching staff, but a lot of it, players already on the roster playing back to the levels we've seen before.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Thompson Robinson now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
First and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They run with Ford. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
On 1st down, 4. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is a number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
3.5 to go, first quarter. First and 10, it's Richardson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Richardson back to throw it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Will be
Thankfully, he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll run with the former Bill, Zach Moss. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
1st down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They go play action with Richardson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Richardson on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Gay's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Three, a tight one after one on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. Still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 68 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Smith with a Darius Smith type of a play, and he still looks like a Pro Bowl player. Even coming off serious offseason injury and switching teams last season, he had double-digit sacks for the 3rd time in 4 seasons.
Richardson to throw off play action. And he's got Pierce into space at the 45. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Richardson now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Richardson on 3rd and short. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Delivers another one to Pierce. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
The DTR going to throw it here. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Thompson Robinson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way flip field position there. A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's full. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go. At the end. Let's dominate this. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 3. Thompson Robinson will look to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
And once more, it's Thompson Robinson.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Richardson working from the gun.
Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They can re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long for Richardson. They'll swing this out to Moss, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First and 10, Thompson Robinson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Thompson Robinson now. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Thompson Robinson off of play action. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. To throw his DTR. This pass is caught. It's Peoples-Jones with it. Touchdown! Tackling Peoples-Jones from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd down and 3. Off play action. Richardson. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
They go play action with Richardson. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Richardson now on second down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Richardson.
And his throw here's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Moss on the give up the middle.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Zach Moss. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. But this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson throwing here.
Guys man complete over the middle. That's Cooper. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Ford. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Richardson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Richardson to throw. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Let's rock and roll. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's get some life.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Thompson Robinson to throw on first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. 4. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Up the middle they go. It's through.
And he will have the Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
All right, let's control the clock here. Let's go up,
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Keep pushing the rock down the field. Let's get some momentum here, oh.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.